Hi everybody, it's Dandruff with your news Cartridge for Monday, September 24th, 2018. Welcome back from the weekend, everyone. I hope yours was better than mine and you didn't get locked out of the game that you want to play for 14 hours. I'll explain what happened in today's bonus show. But for everything else, timestamps along with reference links can all be found in the description below. Netflix says they still want to make a Stranger Things game even after the closure of Telltale Games Studio. I realize that last statement needs a lot of clarification. You may have already heard the news that broke on Friday afternoon, and to be completely transparent, I didn't know about it until Saturday because there's a point each day where I stop researching, I write the show, I film it, I edit it, and then I upload it. I generally don't know what goes on until the next morning. And I hope that my show isn't the only place that you're getting news. But if it is, and if you haven't already heard, Telltale Games has had to lay off most of its staff, reserving 25 people to take care of remaining company obligations, which is stuff like overseeing the release of The Walking Dead The Final Season Episode 2 tomorrow, and finishing Minecraft Story Mode Season 2. For me, this comes as a complete shock, as the company just announced a couple of months ago that they planned on overhauling their game engine and taking a different approach to game development. And in my opinion, that's exactly what they needed. This all seemed great. Unfortunately for The Walking Dead fans, specifically the final season, Episode 2 may be all you get. There are currently no plans to release Episode 3 or 4 for the final season because they don't have enough staff anymore to produce them, according to Melissa Hutchinson, the voice actor for Clementine. Worst of all, Kotaku is reporting because Telltale was doing so poorly, employees have been terminated and will not receive a severance pay. To add insult to injury, their health insurance is only good until the rest of the month, which isn't very long, and they also encouraged employees to file for unemployment. Now, there's no shame in that, but this was a multi-million-dollar company we're talking about, and they can't pay their people after firing them unexpectedly. Kotaku also indicates that there was an employee working at the studio the night before until 3 a.m. and had no idea that 8 hours later they would be closing their doors for good. I wish the questionable decisions would stop there, but we have another employee reporting some of the people let go had only been working there for less than a week. So why were they hiring people when they were on the verge of financial crisis and shutdown? It just doesn't make sense. For one employee, they will have to leave the country in less than a week because they were here on a work visa. How insane is that? I really don't want to end this on a negative note, so I just want to say that many, now former, Telltale employees have been tweeting about their time working for the company. And yeah, I do know that a few of them have not been praising the company, but many have been sharing stories about the good times, and there's a scene in Tales from the Borderlands that was animated completely wrong, but they decided to keep it in anyway. At one point, the character Rise is supposed to turn off a monitor in front of him, and so he is supposed to flip the switch to turn it off, and the instructions were to flip it off. And what you see here is the result. Rise giving the finger to the camera, flipping it off as he runs away. You gotta admit, the animator wasn't wrong, and this was so good they decided to keep it. I'm sad to see Telltale go, and while I will say I wasn't exactly a fan of their games, they did have a huge impact on single-player, narrative-driven games, and they won't be forgotten. What's your favorite Telltale game? Please let me know in the comments below. Moving on to release announcements, we have Castlevania Symphony of the Night getting rated T for teen on a Korean ratings board. If you remember from last week, this is the same way PUBG was discovered, also coming to PS4, and now both games have no release window and have not been officially announced yet. Confirmed by Rockstar today is a Red Dead Redemption 2 PS4 Pro bundle for the regular price of $3.99 US or your regional equivalent, and you get a physical copy, not digital, of Red Dead Redemption 2. Unfortunately, there's no logos on the system or a custom controller, but I have a feeling at some point in the future they will release one at a higher cost. Then out today for PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch is the Hot Wheels DLC for Rocket League, a perfect product match for an already great game. Moving on from there, we have a trailer for a game coated in nightmares, Hideo Kojima and Kojima Productions, Death Stranding. Shown yesterday at the Tokyo Game Show, I highly recommend you watch the whole trailer for yourself if you're into this game as much as I am. Every time new footage comes out, I watch it holding a Pokemon plushie because I'm just as terrified as I am fascinated. No word on Death Stranding's release date, and it's only been announced for PS4 at the moment. If you're tired of hearing about loot boxes, then too bad. I'm not tired of talking about them yet. Belgium is at it again, as gamers can no longer purchase premium currency in Guild Wars 2 due to loot boxes that have existed in the game ever since since launch. This problem started on September 19th, and Belgium gamers have been able to purchase currency with the assistance of a VPN, further indicating this is a government regulation. I don't see it as a problem because gambling needs to be regulated or it needs to be shut down. The most interesting thing about this is nobody's talking about it. Not the Belgian government, not ArenaNet, the developer, and not NCSoft, the publisher. It's just like it happened out of nowhere and everybody's cool with it. And because of that, there really isn't much more to say, but if there's any updates, I'll be sure to bring them to you here on News Cartridge. Finally today, I always love to end on something weird, and for lack of a better phrase, the internet has lost its shit over the idea of Bowsette. Alright, if you're confused, allow me to assist you into a dark and scary part of the internet. It starts out innocent enough with the advent of Toadette, a female Toad character, and the Super Crown, an item that allows her to transform into Peachette, basically another Princess Peach character, and the internet has put two and two together. Specifically, they put the Super Crown on Bowser, whom many believe would turn into Bowsette. Are you following me? Stay with me now. And, this is where things start to get weird. Rule 34 of the internet is, if it exists, there's porn of it, and because this is new, the internet has put the pedal to the metal and are giving their creative engines some gas. What I am currently showing you is extremely tame in compared to some of the shit I have seen on Reddit today. If you're a fan of your innocence, then I recommend you stay away from Reddit for the next couple of days, because there's a couple of subs that are covered in Bowsette pictures you need to be over 18 to view. They range from stuff like your typical hentai to stuff I cannot repeat for fear of being cursed by an actual witch. Personally, I'm cool with it. People have their kinks, and if you like the idea that this character exists, and you want to see this character in some naughty pictures, well then, I really don't care what two consenting adults do behind closed doors. There is no good way to end this story, so I end on two final words. Captain Falconet. You're welcome. Sony takes the prize for most games. It's time for tomorrow's game releases. For PC, Space Tone, Valkyria Chronicles 4, Little Bug, Parkasaurus, Pathfinder Kingmaker, Time Spinner, V-Rally 4, Day 1 Edition, and Creed, Rise to Glory. For PlayStation 4, The Cat in the Coop, Valkyria Chronicles 4, Dakar 18, This is the Police 2, Penguin Wars, Metal Max Xeno, Punchline, Creed, Rise to Glory, FIFA 19, The Walking Dead, the Telltale series, the final season, Episode 2, Suffer the Children, Think of the Children, Hollow Knight, Voidheart Edition, Revenant Dogma, Time Spinner, The Council, Episode 4, Burning Bridges, Crypt Track, Deployment, The Grand Museum VR, Jack and Jill DX, and Pitter Pot. For Xbox One, Valkyria Chronicles 4, Dakar 18, This is the Police 2, FIFA 19, The Walking Dead, the Telltale series, the final season, Episode 2, Suffer the Children, Hollow Knight, Voidheart Edition, and Warface. For Nintendo Switch, Ultimate Chicken Horse, Arena of Valor, Valkyria Chronicles 4, This is the Police 2, FIFA 19, South Park, The Stick of Truth, The Walking Dead, the Telltale series, the final season, Episode 2, Suffer the Children, Think of the Children, Oh My Godheads, Party Edition, A Gummy's Life, and The Escapists, Complete Edition. For PlayStation Vita, Punchline, Revenant Dogma, Time Spinner, and Jack and Jill DX. Thank you very much, everybody. This has been News Cartridge. I am Dandruff. I will see you tomorrow. And yesterday, I robbed an oversized board game store. It was a huge risk, but I was willing to take it. That was a ton of fun, and I hope you had a ton of fun too. Click up here to watch today's bonus episode, which is me bitching about Elite Dangerous once again. Click down here to watch Friday's episode, which is about China banning Twitch.tv. Both of those links are in the description down below, and click over here to subscribe to my wonderful, wonderful channel. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.